Lucky chocolate pudding. Over 20 years ago, the popular food brand Healthy Choice organized a huge promotion. The rules were simple. You had to buy its products and send the product codes back to the company. For every 10 original barcodes, each customer could get 1,000 travel miles to any airline. That meant that they could travel the world without a plane ticket. Thousands of people took part in the promotion, but none of them was as clever as David Phillips. Phillips, now known as the pudding guy, bought enormous amounts of cheap chocolate pudding and got more than 1 million airline miles in return. David is an engineer from California. On an ordinary day in May 1999, he was shopping in a local supermarket. In the frozen foods section, he saw the promotion. I started doing the math, and I realized that this was a great deal. I wanted to take my family to Europe in the summer, and this could be the way, he said. He started looking through the healthy products to find the cheapest ones. When he found cans of soup that cost 90 cents each, he quickly decided to buy as many as he could. But that was only the beginning of his plan. Right after he left the supermarket, he went to a special store that sold food at much lower prices. He immediately found the best possible deal there, a cup of chocolate pudding for 25 cents. Without thinking much, he bought all the pudding there was in the shop. He came back home with hundreds of cups, but he didn't want to stop there. For the next 6 weeks, he drove around his area in search of similar stores. He found 10 of them and collected exactly 12,150 portions of the Healthy Choice pudding, which cost him $3,150. Many people thought that he was crazy, but he knew that it was worth it. Together with his wife and daughter, Mr. Phillips spent the next few days peeling the barcodes off the cups. If they wanted to get a double reward, 1,000 miles for 10 codes, they had to send the codes to the company before the end of the month. They didn't have much time, but they were determined to do it. In the end, their work paid off. They mailed all the barcodes just in time. Then, David held his breath for a while. It took some time to get an official reply from Healthy Choice. Finally, large packages from the company started coming to his house. Inside, there were 2,506 certificates. Each of them was worth 500 travel miles, which meant that he won 1,253,000 miles in total. As David quickly calculated, that was enough for 31 tickets to Europe, 42 tickets to Hawaii, 21 tickets to Australia, or 50 tickets to go anywhere in the US. He spent the next few years traveling around the world with his family and friends. It took him about 7 years to use up all the miles. He also found a clever way to get rid of all the chocolate pudding and help others at the same time. He gave it to local food banks.